Okay, so this is Veiled Fate. We each play a god who has sired a demigod. Okay? Victory point tracker is around the outside of the board. Basically, at the end of the game, if your demigod has the most victory points, you win. Okay? You're going to be randomly dealt a demigod at the start of the game. That's going to be secret to you. Only you know who it is. Okay? On your turn, there are two actions you can take. You can move a demigod, or you can use one of your god powers. Your god powers are on the back of the demigod reference sheet. We'll get to those in a second. Movement. You can move adjacent. So if you're in the city where they all start, you can move to an adjacent pie slice. You can go on, you can place them onto a quest. These are all quests. Those two are adventures because they've only got one slot. Okay. You can move them onto a quest if they are in a space adjacent to the quest or in the same space as the quest. Otherwise, you can move them adjacent into adjacent areas or back into the city if you need to. When you move a demigod onto a quest, you do have to. That's going to go in one of the circle spots. You have to meet the requirements. So, for instance, this symbol demigod has to go here. And those symbols are on the sheet. There's 3 of each symbol, basically. If there's one that's a color, so this one, only the orange guy can go to this slot. Okay? If there's none of them out there right now. There are some that have arrows between. So they'll have like a down arrow and then another down arrow. That means they have to be filled from top to bottom. You can't just pick any slot. Otherwise, you can, as long as you meet the requirements, you can go there.
What if they're blank?
If they're blank, then anybody can go there. Once a adventure is filled up, all the slots on it are filled. The player who caused it to be filled will resolve it. Before I forget, when you send a demigod to a quest, you're going to have a hand of these fate cards. And these fate cards are going to have a couple different things. They may have scorpions. They may have feathers. They may have 2 scorpions. There are also special cards in here, like this one. Whoever plays it, or the active player who's revealing it, gets to choose what it is. You're going to have a hand. Everybody's going to start with 5 of these. When you send a demigod on a quest, you pick one of the cards from your hand. You're going to put it face down. Okay? So, like for this quest, there's going to be a minimum of 3 cards here when it gets resolved. Now, there are some other things that may add cards to this. At the top of all the quests will be a box with a number, a person with a number in it. If it's 0, no additional cards are added. If it's 1, the player resolving the quest picks another player, and they take 1 card from their hand and add it to the pool. They draw a card to replace the one they just were forced to use.
Okay.
Then the active player, once all the cards have been acted, the active player is going to pick up that stack of cards. They're going to shuffle them up so nobody knows what cards people played.
Sort of like the thing.
Yeah. And then you reveal them one at a time. And then you look at the results. So if there are more feathers, then this is the column you look at for the rewards for these demigods. If it's scorpions, then you look at this column. Okay? So anytime you see the omega symbol, that's 1 victory point. So you'll move 1 up to the next victory point. You always go to the front of the line.
Okay.
Okay? Anytime you see a sickle, it's minus the victory point. If it's 2, it's minus 2 victory points. Okay?
How does that one work?
Both people here get a victory point, regardless of whether it's the scorpions or the feathers. Anytime you see the circle, it goes to the fate coin. There's 2 sides of the fate coin, basically the scorpion side and the feather side. So, for instance, if it was the feathers, we would flip this coin. It's the white side, so that symbol means you smite this person. So this person goes into the abyss.
Ooh.
If it landed like that, then they would just lose a victory point. Okay? And then that quest goes away. Once it's complete, it goes away.
Okay.
If the demigod was smited, they will go to the abyss. Otherwise, they stay in that area. The quest card just comes out. Okay? The smite symbol, which is the eyeball with the lightning bolt coming out of the bottom. If you get smited, you go into the abyss. Or if the demigod goes into the abyss. Okay? That demigod can then be moved from the abyss into the pools, and then from the pools back into the city, and then they can go elsewhere. Okay? The only place you can go from the abyss is the pools. The only place you can go from the pools is into the city. When you go from the abyss to the pools, you're going to pick one of Hadria's favors cards. These will correspond to your god powers.
Okay.
But they do not have a cost associated with them. So you can play them in addition to your 2 actions on your turn. To take the same actions. Okay? When you go from the pools to the city, there's a D6 here that was randomly rolled. It has a different die face on it. You will take that action of whatever the die face is. This die face with the arrows in a circle, or going in a circle basically, means you refresh a card. You can discard one of your fate cards and then draw another one. Okay? And then there's the Omega symbol to get victory points or lose victory points. Anytime you see a symbol that looks like a square with a number in it, you're going to draw that number of fate cards. Okay? Your fate card limit is 8.
Okay.
You can have an unlimited number of these in your hand. However, there is a corruption. I'm going to call it a cost. You don't pay anything to play it, but it's going to cost you later.
Okay.
Whoever, at the end of the game, whoever has the most of those played out, if it's still in your hand, it doesn't count. It has to be you played it and used the ability. Whoever has the highest total of those cards in front of them is going to lose 1 victory point. Okay? God powers are pretty self-explanatory. The cost is on the left. In order to pay the cost, you have to discard that number of fate cards. And you discard them one by one, face up, so everybody can see what you are discarding. They will allow you to break the rules of the game. For instance, portal, you can portal people out of the abyss or the pools to anywhere. Or you can portal people off of quest cards. Once a demigod goes onto a quest card, they cannot be moved off of it unless somebody uses a portal. Or a transfiguration kind of swaps 2 spots. Smite sends a player to the abyss. Omniscience allows you to shuffle a card from the fate deck into a vote pile. So you just pick one off the top, shuffle it into the vote pile, and then you can look at it to see what the results currently are, and then put it back. Influence allows you to add an additional fate card, but you can only do that immediately after you send a demigod to that quest. And then command you don't have to worry about because we're not playing with the servant expansions. Servant expansion.
Okay.
Anytime a demigod moves back into the city, the token for the city quest, so the first time a demigod comes back into the city, the token will go into the first spot. Second time, it moves over, and whoever caused that to happen gets to draw a fate card. And so you're going to get the rewards as you go down through the city card. This is Hadria. This is her scoring token. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She follows, if somebody moves out of the abyss, she follows them. So she's always following somebody. If somebody moves out of her hex or her area, she follows them where they go.
Okay.
Okay? Whenever a demigod gets smited and goes to the abyss, she gets a victory point.
Mm.
Okay? And I believe when you complete a quest... Yes, whenever a quest is completed and she's in that area, she loses a victory point.
Mm.
Okay? Now, remember I said at the end of the game, we're going to look at whoever's played these. Whoever has the most loses a victory point. Immediately after that, anybody who is in front of Hadria scoring is immediately killed and cannot win the game.
Wait, what?
So you have to manage how many victory points you get. You don't want to go above where Hadria is.
There's a lot of shit going on in this
A
game.
little bit. So we're going to be playing card. We're going to be moving, using God powers. You can take 2 actions. So you can take 2 move actions. You can take 2 God power actions if you can afford it, or a move and a God power action. You could also just spend 1 action and then say, I'm going to pass my second action. If you ever don't take an action at all, either because you don't have any cards, or you're done playing for that round, you can rest, and then play skips you from that point forward until the end of the round, or end of the age rather. The age will end once either everybody rests, so everybody's can't play anymore, or all the quests are completed, and that's just these 4 quests. Then there'll be an age vote. We'll flip this over here in a minute, and it's a global vote where you're going to be spending your cards, as many as you want, into a vote pile to determine which consequence you want, which way you want the vote to go. Then new quests are going to come out, a new city card will come out, a new age card will come out, and we do that basically 3 times. There's 3 ages. The last thing I didn't talk about are the adventure cards. There's a single slot. If you go onto those cards, so for instance, if you send somebody there, that guy's going to get a victory point just for going there.
Mm.
This person's going to lose a victory point just for going there. It works similarly to the quests, so when you send a guy there, you're going to have to pick a fate card and put it face down, and then each of those have 1, so you're going to have to pick somebody else. They're going to put in a fate card, you're going to shuffle them up and see what the results are. Okay? If there's ever a tie, you go to the fate coin. This die gets re-rolled once it's claimed. So, like, once somebody goes from the pools into the city, takes that, they re-roll that die, it's a different result. And as soon as these are claimed, a new one comes out. I believe that is it. Any questions so far?
Not yet.
Okay. We got to randomly select the demigods. These are here. I'm just going to deal 1 at random. Unless anybody wants to just pick one.
No.
Keep that face down. That's your demigod. Now we're going to determine first player. There is 1 feather card in these 5 cards. Whoever gets it's going to be the first player.
But there's only 4 of us.
That's because, of course, that's the one I picked. That's because I set it up for Brian.
Oh, you said he was playing.
Yeah, but his daughter got she broke her leg.
Oh.
It's not me.
It's not me.
It's Dustin.
Dustin, of course.
All right, you're the first player. The first player to rest becomes the first player for the next stage. First player gets the first 5 cards. Those are your fate cards. Three, 4, 5. Those are your 5 fate cards. Those are your 5 fate cards. These are my 5 fate cards. All right. Take the first action. You 2 actions if you want to use them. Move and or God power. If on your turn you do not either spend a fate card or draw a fate card, you are forced to rest.
So we can just move any of these fucking pieces.
Yes. But you don't want to try to give away which one is yours.
Yeah.
Even these 2 in the middle?
Yes. All 9 are in play.
When we move, we just grab it and just move it somewhere.
Yes. You should be able to put it directly onto a
Can I just put it right in the abyss, John?
No, you cannot. Oh, that was the other thing. So you can't move into the abyss outside of smiting. You can. The only way you can get to the pools is from the abyss.
Okay.
These 2 are adjacent, so you can go. Like if you have a guy here, you can skip over this section and go straight there.
Because I don't like red.
That could be nobody, right? 'Cause there's
It could be nobody, right? In fact, the odds are that it is nobody.
Right, like that?
Yep. Okay, so he goes there. What's the reward under the thing? Sickle, which means he loses a point. He just goes to the back of the line because you can't go negative points. Now, because of the... you have to pick a fate card to put face down.
I can pick the one how I want it.
Yep.
Okay.
So that goes there. Now, because of the little guy with the 1 in it, you have to pick one of us to add a fate card as well. Me?
I got a fate card that doesn't have feathers or scorpions on it.
Yeah,
It should say what it does.
Yeah, but who does it work for?
When it comes out, the active player does whatever it says.
Oh. So you kind of want to use it for yourself.
You could. Now, you pick those up, shuffle them, so you don't know which one's mine and which one's yours, but you're gonna know.
Right.
But these guys can't know. And then you just reveal them one by one. So we have 1 scorpion. And what's that say?
Active player chooses a player to add a fake card face up. John.
So the same thing. Yep.
So I got to pick one of
I
mine?
got to draw. Since I put one in, I
Right.
draw one back up. Yep. You got to put one of yours in, and
One
then
of
you're-
mine in.
and then you're going to draw one to replace it. So you know now that right now, scorpions are winning, which is currently nothing. So if you played a double feather, then he would get 3 victory points. If you played a single feather, we'd go to the flip of the coin. Or you could just play a...
That coin looks like one of those chocolate coins.
Yeah, a little bit.
Face up?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it doesn't matter here.
So it goes to
So flip of the coin.
rolling like a dice.
feather. So he gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
And then those cards just start a discard pile here somewhere. Go ahead and flip that quest over and just leave him there. Okay, and then, yep. Or that, not quest, that adventure. And now you have another action to take if you want. You don't have to.
Right.
And you played a fake card, so you're not forced to rest.
Do I get to draw one since I
Yes.
played one?
Yeah.
So, could I take that orange one and just put it right here so it fucks that part up, or no? Or the orange specifically has to go there?
That's a good question.
Impossible for Dustin to have a good question.
Look, I'm staying humble, all right? We're all being right, always being right. Okay.
If the demi is moved into a quest that contains its color, it must move onto that space if available.
Alright. When do I draw cards? Or when someone else makes me?
If somebody else makes you,
How do you get more cards to begin with? Like each age or something like that?
yes, at the start of the next age, we'll each draw 5 new cards.
Okay.
But it is sort of like a timer to
Right.
force you to go through the
So
game.
I can just.
You could say you're passing your second action, you're not going to take a second action, and then it goes to
Oh,
Ian.
yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. All right, Ian.
Yes.
Okay, now you've got to put a card down. All right, so we know Dustin is red
Yeah.
and Ian is orange. You have a second action if you want to take it. If not, you can pass.
Don't you have to resolve that?
No, it only gets resolved when the other 2 slots
Oh,
get filled.
okay.
Isn't the idea of you don't pick your color necessarily first?
Right.
And
Yeah, you don't want to,
So I'm
or throw everybody, make people think that you're not. You know
so
what I
I'm
mean?
definitely red,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is why I mentally suggested the orange thing to him, so he would actually
Yeah.
move my real color,
Yeah.
which is yellow.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So you can only move. They all have the same symbol though.
Right.
That any one of them could go on that symbol.
Correct.
Oh. Doesn't matter what order.
No. But you're gonna have to have a bull guy here, a cat guy here, and a what is that? An owl
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the moon.
or a moon? Yeah, something like that.
We'll send the black guy there.
Okay.
Why
He
are you making
matches
this
that.
about
Yeah,
race?
he matches that symbol.
Well, there's no
fucked up.
white guy.
You got to put another.
There is
card,
no white guy. That's fucking
Here.
racist as hell.
It is.
and then it's your turn. Once he puts a card down, but I mean, you could probably take your turn now, anyways. Oh, forgot the age card. At the end of the age, there's going to be a global vote that starts to the left of the first player.
Okay.
If and we can play as many cards as we have left to vote. If the feathers get it, we switch demis at 1 renown and 3 renown. So whoever's in 1 goes to 3, whoever's in 3 goes to 1. If it's the scorpions, we do 2 and 4. They swap. If it's a tie, it's 0 and 3 instead of 1 and 3.
Interesting.
What happens if you run out of these?
You're forced to rest, and your turn gets skipped until the rest of us.
How do you get more?
At the end of the
At the beginning of the next age, you'll get 5 more.
Oh.
But there are some things that might cause you to
draw more.
draw more cards.
I'll move the blue one to here.
Okay, you got to put a card in. Okay.
Then I'll move the pink one to there. And I got to put another card in, right?
You got to put another card in.
So he won't know which one's which.
Now, it's got a symbol with a 1 on it.
So I'll pick another one?
No, you pick one of us to play
Oh.
one of our cards in. Me?
Yeah. You got a lot of cards over there.
Who all's in there?
Black, blue, and pink. Whatever the others are. Isabel, Epani, Kolar.
All right. You pick those. You shuffle them up.
With my deck?
No.
He's trying, man. He's trying.
I was forced to put one in, so I pull another one out. And you just start revealing them one by one. You draw 2 off the top.
And put them in here?
We just flip them. They just get added immediately. 1 scorpion. 3 scorpions. All right, next one. 1 feather. Ooh, I think that's your choice, right? To say active player.
Yeah. I'm picking the scorpions.
Oh, so you want the scorpions to win? Okay.
Scorpions won.
Scorpions win it. So it gets resolved top to bottom. So whatever his name is gets a victory point.
Blue gets 2 sickles.
Blue loses 2, but that just means he's down there.
And then pink gets 2
Victory points.
2 victory points.
omegas or whatever it is.
Okay. And then this quest is resolved. We'll just start out.
Does another one flip over?
No. Because remember, when all the quests are resolved, that can also trigger the end of the age.
Okay.
And that was your 2
How much
actions.
age is
That was my 2.
3.
Okay.
All right, so it's me.
I need how come I need some more of these? How come you got so fucking
Because
many?
I haven't taken a turn yet, really. I've just got my 5. All right, we're going to go purple
The true thing is he's purple now.
onto here. And I got to put a card out.
Oh, you can put them in any spot on the thing?
Huh?
You can put them in any spot on the card?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. Yeah, the only ones that have to go in order is if they have arrows between the slots.
And or if that has...
And if it has a, or the
The
symbol
one we
of
just did. Yeah.
And my second action. I'll move yellow down here. And I'll put that there. Okay. Back to Dustin.
What's on the back of that? This card.
An adventure.
Oh. These are just placeholders.
Yeah.
Okay.
If so, at the start of the next, so the first age, these quests are just dealt out randomly. I just took a D12 and just rolled it. At the start of the second phase, each person gets a quest, and you can place it where you want, in turn order. Because our guys are not going to be like everybody's in the center, so they can get at, wherever they want at the start. But now they're not going to be. And then whichever spot doesn't get a quest, that adventure gets flipped
Flips
over.
over. Okay.
We can grab these guys because since
Yes, but they would have to move basically
into the
to
city.
one, and then if you want to do a second move,
It's not adjacent, right?
Okay.
Can you go like from
So
here to there?
let's move to
You
the city,
could.
right?
right? So then this comes on to the first slot, which is nothing at the moment. Now keep in mind,
Yeah, what happens when that fills up?
A different one comes out probably.
It just goes away.
Okay.
It only comes out. There's only one per age.
Oh.
Keep in mind, if you do not play
Yeah,
or
yeah.
draw, you forfeit the rest of your
Right.
turns that age.
For each round each turn you have.
Right. You have to either play a fate card or draw a fate card. Otherwise, you're done for that age. Even if you have more, you still have cards.
What if you have 0? You just rest.
Yeah.
Do you lose? You keep the cards. if
You keep the cards from turn to turn, but your hand limit's 8, so
Right.
you would draw up to 8 if you had at least 3. Yeah. So you got to put a card there. The Vow of Silence. That doesn't sound like Dustin.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, that was your 2 actions.
Yeah.
Which one did Dustin move? This one?
Yes.
No, here.
You can't. Once they're on a card, unless you're going to use
Your power.
your
but you
your
have to
portal, but you have to discard 3.
Does that does that count if as like discarding a thing?
spend- He doesn't count as
Right.
playing a card.
God powers. One at a time, face up. No, playing is playing onto the board or drawing. Discarding is not playing.
Guess I can't do that. But I can move this guy over there, right?
Yes.
I'll put this guy up here. So this goes.
Right? And then that symbol that you just covered up means you draw a fate card. And that was both of your turn.
I did 1.
You did 1. So you can take a second one if you want. That's right. And you put another fate card. For the ones that are 2s, there it doesn't matter what the result is. Both of them are going to get a victory point. Like if it's it's not like if it's feathers, then he doesn't get a victory point.
Right. It's my turn.
Yes.
I'll move this one over to here, and I got to put a thing
You
in.
got to put a card in.
And then I'll move this one over to here,
Okay.
and then I got to put a card in, right?
Correct.
Obviously, nobody's blue.
Yeah, might be. Might be playing along. Oh wait, did somebody just move in here?
I did.
We got to resolve that because it's complete.
Oh,
So here's these, but it's got 2. So you got to pick 2 players to put in 1 card each.
Ian and Dustin.
Okay.
I'm running out of cards.
Well, you get to draw one back up.
Oh, I put in 1.
You put in 1, and then you draw 1.
Where's this at?
Here.
What happens if it wins?
These 2 are both going to get a victory point regardless.
Okay.
This one's going to be a flip of the coin, but it's the same thing. If it's feathers, it's he gets smited, and if it's not, he loses the victory point. He's already at 0.
So you get to draw a card.
You draw a card up. Did you draw back up after?
No.
Shuffle them up. And then reveal them one at a time.
Scorpion.
Feather.
Feather. Either or.
Make your choice.
I have to do it now?
Yep.
Should have held that last, then, huh?
It's the same thing though.
Well, you're supposed to reveal them one at a time.
Yeah.
Like not
On top, yeah.
Scorpion.
Okay.
Pick 2 more?
Yep. Play it down. Now you're
3
picking 3 more. Uh-oh. So that's 3, 4, 5. 5 to 3. 6. Scorpions have it. These guys both get a victory point. Purple has to flip the coin.
What is that big one in the front? That's hers?
Yes, that's her. So he gets smited. So he goes here.
Mm-hmm.
He was smited, so she gets a victory point.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
he goes to the back of the line of whatever he's currently in. So even if he was here, he'd just go back to the back of the line there. These two just go to the side. This gets flipped. Well, this just goes away. And now it's back to my turn.
But did you give them their points?
Yes, I moved him up here, and then Pink was here and moved up to the front. Okay.
But you said if we were ahead of that big one.
At the end of the game.
Oh, at the end of the game.
At the end of the game.
So you want to push that bitch up.
You're going to want to push her up or get yourself back behind her.
I see.
All right.
And these just get discarded.
Yep. Just start a discard pile there somewhere. We can. I'll move him to here. She follows. And I get to pick one of these 2 cards. I'll pick the influence card. And then a new one comes out. It's an omniscience card. I think, let me double check, but I think the fate cards count as, or the favor cards count as fate in terms of having to gain a card or lose a card.
Clint must be purple.
Why would you not want to do influence?
Yeah, favor cards also, for the terms of that purpose, if you get one of these, you don't have to worry about playing a fate card. But I'm probably going to anyways.
We're going to start wasting some turns getting them into the city, or... The only way to remove...
Can't you take one from...
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do
Like,
is
can you
move
move-
one from here.
and put them right on the quest?
Right,
Oh, okay. You can do that then.
yeah. As long as it's adjacent.
Okay.
And then I've got to put a card there.
But you can't take them off unless you...
Right, the only way you can pull them off is the portal card. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, so how the god powers work? You just, like... Why wouldn't you want to, like he said, use influence?
You can only use influence immediately after. So I could have used influence immediately after I put a guy on the quest. You can't just say, I'm going to influence this one without sending a guy there first.
Gotcha.
But you can just do it anytime because it's free.
You have to first send a guy to the
Oh,
quest
yeah,
you're
well,
going to
yeah,
influence.
after that.
But yes, it's like a third, or no, it's a second action. These are the third actions.
All right, then I'm going to move this guy right here.
Okay. You got to put a fate card in. And then, are you going to influence?
Yeah, I guess I can, right? There's no.
Yeah, it's free.
So I just go.
No.
I
it
grab
comes-
them.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it's bad. Okay.
Why is it bad?
Well, bad for me because I only have 3 cards.
And just, don't I shuffle it up or something? That's that way. I don't know.
They will.
Well, it says I can look at it. It's taking me after voting on a question, but. Oh, never mind.
You're thinking of omniscience.
Yeah. Okay. That's both.
Okay. And it's not full, so it doesn't
Right.
go yet. So it's back to Ian.
And I've used my faith card, so I'm not rested.
Right. You played fake cards.
Purple can move now.
The only place they can go is into the city.
So, do that.
All right. So,
No, it goes straight down.
right. You got to follow the arrow. So you flip a coin. And,
You might spite him.
yeah,
Scorpion.
he's smoten. So he goes right back
Again?
down in here. However, she moved up, and then she follows him right back into the thing.
Does that count?
But you went from the pools into the city, so that symbol means you can refresh a card. You can take one of your cards in your hand and discard it. You have to discard it face up, but then you draw another card.
What happened?
This symbol.
Oh, did he roll it? Oh, he's gonna roll it.
Now you get to roll it to see what the next symbol
What's
is.
this heavy die?
It is, yeah, it's metal.
Omega.
Victory.
Point. It was a victory point. I saw it. So now the next time somebody goes from the pools into the city, that person gets a
So
victory.
she doesn't count going into the city at all?
That's a good question.
You mean because of what he just rolled?
Yeah, because how he
Well,
moved it.
yeah, she follows him. So does she? Well, she can't. No, because she can't get.
Points other than
Well, let me look. Movement.
I mean, she moves up anyway because she died
She
again.
can't be placed on quest. She will follow demis into quest areas. Cannot be moved
yeah.
with an action or god power. Favorite cards. It does not say.
whose turn is it? Still Ian's?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, she won't follow. She is a god, not a demigod, so she does not trigger that.
So she moves up a point.
He was smoten again, so she does move up another
He
victory.
must be like, I just came back. Like, fuck.
just got
Step
here.
through the city
Right.
gates, lightning bolt.
Wow. It's like, who'd you piss off? He's like, I don't know.
Move pink to here.
Okay,
Oh, that's filled up.
you got to play a card, and then we will resolve this.
Yeah, I forgot about going side to side. That's when I moved black into the city. I was thinking, I was like, oh, okay. Now,
Plus 0, so all you do is you take these and give them a good shuffle.
Oh, that's getting resolved already?
Yeah. And then you're going to flip them over one at a time. Don't do like him and fan them out and look at them.
trying to cheat and shit.
Ooh.
Take 2 off the top, right from the get-go.
Ooh, what's that?
What does it say?
Resolve opposite side on the first slot.
Oh, so whatever wins. So if Scorpions wins,
They do the opposite.
we do the opposite for the
It's
first
the same
slot.
thing, though.
Right. It doesn't matter for this one.
2 scorpions.
Okay.
Put onto
Yeah, start a scorpion in a feather pile.
2 feathers.
Oh.
2 more feathers.
Oh.
2 more scorpions.
Whoa.
2 more scorpions.
Uh-oh.
2 more feathers.
Wow.
So what happens with a tie?
We flip the coin.
Oh. Huh, that was interesting.
Feathers.
Feathers. All right.
So
Which is
pink-
the opposite for the first one because of the card. It doesn't
so
matter
pink
because of that.
Loses a point?
No, we flipped a coin.
Oh.
Either gaining or losing a
Oh,
point. Gaining.
So pink gains 1. That was feathers, right? That we were resolving correctly?
Well, black and green both get a point.
Yeah.
Right. No, what I'm saying is it was feathers is what was
Yeah,
flipped the
that's-
first.
yeah.
Okay. So black and green both get a point. Black goes up to 2. Green goes up to 1.
Why did he jump in front of that other guy?
When you move up, you automatically go to
Take
the front of the
first?
line.
Oh, okay.
If you move back, you go to the front of the line.
Okay.
Blue gains a point.
Not to lose a point.
Oh, you're right, it is. He goes to the back of the line.
You get smite.
Yellow gains a point. He goes to the front of the line for 1. Oops. And that card goes away. All right. That was your second action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens to all these cards? Discard?
There's,
Yeah.
put them in the discard pile. And now it's your turn. 1 quest left.
So after that quest is resolved, that's the end of the age, right?
Correct.
You don't have to trigger
So
it.
I'm going to move 1 back into here to move this, and that lets me pick a card, right?
Draws a
So
fake
now I
card.
have 2 cards.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And then you can stop if you want.
No, move that guy on that spot.
You got to put a fake card down. There is a single, there's a 1, so you have to pick one of us 3 to add a fake card.
How many cards you got, Dustin?
1.
Well, it doesn't matter because they redraw after they place one down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dustin.
Shuffle them up. Don't fold them out to look at them. Just deal one at a time.
Scorpion. Active player chooses a player to add a fake card face up. Clint.
Better do this one.
Scorpion. Feather.
Your choice.
So what if it does tie? What if it ties? You flip the
flip the
coin? I
coin.
don't want to go to a coin flip. I'll take scorpions.
All right. You got to flip the coin for teal. Victory point or
You
lose a
have to flip
victory
the coin
point.
twice, anyways.
Yeah, that's why he's red. 'Cause he
Scorpion.
wants that free
So
victory.
Lose a
lose.
victory point. So teal goes down to here. That's teal.
This is
Orange,
Smite or lose
smite
a point.
or lose a point.
Smite.
Lose a point.
No, lose a point.
Oh, yeah. It's
It just goes back to the end.
And
And then red,
it's 2 points.
just 2 victory points. Put him up to start of 5. All right.
See, that's why he wanted to do the scorpion.
My plan is secretly working, guys. I appreciate all the effort of you guys helping me out.
End of the age. I just want to make sure we do all this.
So pink and red are going to be dead and can't win at all, right?
So it's only when the quest.
At the end of the game.
Oh, the end of the game.
Yes.
So it's only when quests get all the quests.
Either all the quests or everybody has rested. All right, so we go to the chaos card, the age card.
Mm-hmm.
Global vote. So in turn order, you have to tell us how many cards you're putting in. But if feathers, then 3 and 1 swap places. Demigods only, not Hadria. Scorpions are 4 and 2 swap places, and a tie is 0 and 3 swap places. So just take everybody here and move them up.
Do I have to actually?
You do not. You can abstain if you want.
I don't.
Do we get to keep these cards till next turn
Yes.
or next stage?
If
I
you
mean?
if you vote, no. But if anything in
But
your
our
hand
limit's still 5.
you're
Or
going to
8?
draw a 5. Your limit's going to be 8.
So I can actually start with 6 if I keep this.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to abstain from the vote as well.
What are you going to do?
abstaining?
You're going to abstain.
Are you abstaining?
You don't. Well, you choose. He went out of order.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I went out of order.
You're gonna let Clint decide? I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'll play one. Put in one card.
Okay. Put it face down in front of you. And you abstained.
That's right.
Clint thought he was gonna have all the power.
Do all these figures go back into the city for the start of the age? Second, no. Okay.
I'm gonna abstain as well. So what did you vote for us?
Feather.
Feather. So 1 and 3 swap places. So basically just 1 and 3. So here's
So she goes back?
no. She never moves. She the only way she moves is smiting and
Right.
questing. When something happens at the same time to multiple people, you do them in order they are.
Okay.
So yellow moves up first. Then green moves up, but since he moved up last, he goes in front of yellow.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, this age card goes away, or this city card goes away. We have a new city card called the Prime Directive. When this card is discarded, the active player chooses 2 demis to portal to the city. So if you go all the way, if we do 6 guys come back into the city, whoever does the 6th guy and causes it to go away can portal 2 demis. Portal, which means off a quest if they wanted to. This age card goes away. The new age card, Evil Curses. If it's feathers, demis in the abyss and the pools lose 2 victory points. If it's scorpions, demis in the city lose 2 victory points. And if it's a tie, demis outside the city, pools, or abyss lose 2 victory points.
That's a tough one.
What if you don't choose any? It's a tie.
It's a tie. It's automatically a tie. All right, let's see. Order of operations.
No one rested, right?
No.
The age ended, though.
So this goes to next person?
No, you keep that.
Oh.
All players draw 5 fate cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you. 1,
You can
2,
take it if you want.
3, 4, 5 for me.
Okay.
By count those cards. Make sure he doesn't grab like 7 of them.
At ease, Private.
Starting with the first player, you get a quest. You get a quest. You get a quest. I get a quest. Starting with the first player, you may place it wherever you want.
Oh, okay.
You can even cover up this. This will get flipped. Whatever we don't, 2 of them are going to get flipped up for the adventures. You can place your quest. You can place your
That's one of
quest.
them arrow ones.
Yeah, that's the one that has to be filled top to bottom. Alright, well, I'll just go right here. So now this gets flipped over and is an adventure, and then that one gets flipped over and is an adventure.
What's the same? This is the same one.
Yep. It's always that. Yeah, those ones are always the same.
Well, that one's new.
Right. But I mean, this card is always the same for that sector. Discard down if you have more than 8 cards. Other than that, first player.
I thought you said something about the first player changing or something.
If somebody rests,
Oh.
let me ending in age.
What color is that middle card?
What color is what?
It's teal. It's that one.
Okay.
Oh, over here, the card. Yeah, it's the teal guy. What do we have? A teal and a green.
Yeah, this first player starts again.
Oh, look at that arrow one. That's cool.
Oh yeah, the drunkenness of it all.
I said I knew he was green.
You still got another action, right?
If he wants it.
I'm good. You're up.
Blue there. I'm gonna put yellow there. Then we resolve it, right?
Yep, it's 0, so just grab those and shuffle them and reveal them one by one. All right, so see blue or yellow?
I see he's being racist again.
Of course.
He's one of the two. Dustin's green.
What?
He's got to be.
Why?
Scorpion. Scorpion.
Your choice. Ooh, you could tie it if you wanted to. Then leave it up to a coin flip.
Dustin losing a point?
How do you know I'm not blue?
If it's a feather, yellow gets smited.
Oh, that's true.
That'd be pretty funny.
So who would she fall if there's two people in there?
The first one to leave.
Oh. Yeah, we'll make Dustin lose a point.
We'll make Dustin lose a point. You know that's my color.
So what is it? Green or it's scorpion?
No.
You pick.
Feather.
Oh, you
Oh,
pick.
so then you got to flip the coin.
Well, hopefully. We'll...
Yeah, it could still, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so green loses 1.
Blue gets a
Blue gets a victory point.
Yeah.
Finally on the board.
and yellow gets smote.
Yellow gets smoten, so she moves up to the front of the line in 4. And yellow goes to the back of the line in his thing, but he's already there, basically. Then this goes away. And that was both his actions, so back to you.
He said Dustin losing a point. You guys are funny with that shit.
Move Till back into the city.
Okay. That goes on the first spot.
And I have to play a card or draw a card, right? Huh?
Yep.
If I move somebody else back into the city, though, I get a card.
Yes. It moves down, but yes.
And that would count.
Yes, that would count.
Or I can move somebody
Do a
over.
quest.
Yeah.
What
I'll
are you doing?
move green over to here,
Why are you doing that?
and then I
What?
got to play a card, right?
Why
Well,
you-
yeah, you're going to have to play a card. But he gets the, what's the bonus? So green gets a victory point. And then you got to choose somebody else to put in a card.
Ian, you put in a card.
Oh, come on!
And then Ian draws back up the card he plays in.
You know green's you, though.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I'm green.
I know. That's why you're excited about that.
I got everybody pegged. I know who everybody is.
You played a feather, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Grab them and mix them up.
Hey,
This one here,
Yeah.
right? It's a tie.
Flip the coin. Nothing.
None.
Damn, I was hoping that 3 back was going to come up.
Flip the quest over.
You did. That's why you play the squid.
See?
Yeah, I know, doing me favors. That was
That was all my actions.
that. Yep, because there. Okay,
I'm going to go smoke.
you go smoke. I'm moving one here to here.
That allows you to get one of those cards,
Yeah.
right?
So what happens if yellow moves out then?
What is
Take the
okay? That counts
transfiguration.
as like your faith card, right?
Yeah, gathering one. Yeah. So a new one comes out.
Do they do the exact same
Influence.
thing, or they
Yeah,
they?
it's the exact same. It's
So-
just you don't have to pay.
So those what it says right there doesn't matter. House's influence is that?
no, these match this.
Yeah, right. So that's actually what the power is.
Yes. Yes.
So if yellow moved out, would nothing happen?
What do you mean?
Because like she's following purple.
Well, right now, if
she
yellow
would. Yeah, she wouldn't follow him because she's already there. But if yellow moves out, if I were to move yellow, I could pick another card if I wanted.
I'll do that.
But I might just want to move him one more
to get a card.
to get a card, or not a card to get a victory point.
Well, then that,
Oh yeah. So moves. No, she just once. Yeah, move
Yeah.
down. So I
Get
get
the
one of
card, yeah.
these, and then purple gets a victory point,
so then is okay.
and then I have to re-roll this.
The next one is moves in and gets smited. Next,
Yes. Ooh, this is a coin flip. Good guy gets a point. If it's a feather, he gets a point. If it's not, he gets smoten.
Just go right back. To
Um,
he makes it safe there, comes back in here, and gets sent back.
Yeah, that's my 2 actions.
How do you keep track of who that person's following?
If somebody if pink if pink moves out,
Wait, so
he'll follow pink.
Oh,
So they're like the first person to leave her area, she's
you still have one more turn, don't you?
one to move there and another move to back in
Oh.
the city.
move that right there since it's right there. I'll add a
Gotta
card,
throw
right?
a card down.
And then my second one is move yellow out. And I get to
Omniscience or influence? Omniscience has 1 corruption on it, and influence has 0 corruption on it.
what's the influence?
Portal.
You have to do. Oh no, that's me.
And I can use these as
Yes. And it's a third. Like you could take 2 actions and then play one of those cards. It's like a third action. Alright, Ian.
You're done.
Yeah,
get
he
my-
moved black into here,
Oh,
put a
yeah.
card down, and then
Well, I'll
move
move
yellow.
yellow out.
Yellow out to here.
get
You gotta
smited?
flip the coin to see if he's gonna get a victory point or if he's gonna get smoten. He's gonna get a victory point. This is gonna move over. He's gonna get smoten
Smited.
anyways.
Yep.
So
So
she
just
goes
follow
up
me.
1. No, she doesn't. Not when. I don't think when being smoten does she follow.
I go up 1, 2. Or yellow.
well, yellow just
Even
got
though I
killed,
moved
so
it
yellow
last
might not be
time.
get point.
Well, no, because it's from the
Oh,
thing, right? And then
Yeah, I guess she would. I don't because it says she always follows.
so would she go up?
She should have gone up 1. Yeah. For when yellow got smoted.
Yeah.
But he got a victory. You gave him the victory
Yeah,
point. Okay.
yellow, yeah.
But he would have got the victory point first.
Well, I had
Right.
to roll.
You have to roll this. But then when he got smoten, he would go to the back of the line where he was. So he
So
just yep.
I think it's a lose victory point. The moon.
What is the moon?
Is it moon?
Yeah.
I'm like looking around only at the cards and
Oh, wait. Is that a... Oh, you know what? That might be nothing. Yeah, that's nothing.
Oh.
So no benefit. You rolled the 1. Well, we gotta wait on him anyways. I could look it up.
Well, I still have one more turn, don't I?
You went yellow to... Yes. Just, yeah.
bring yellow back out.
Well, that's what I wanted to do, so I can get this portal.
Yep. It's a smite.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, so let's see. Build. Fate.
So, okay, so it's the same cost.
Dice. Face. What's that?
So you think you figured me out?
You're either... Well, Clint's purple.
Is he?
Yeah, you're... I don't know about you. I know Dad's red. Or blue. You might be black.
It might be green.
Oh yeah, Dad might be green.
I'm personally... I haven't touched my color yet.
Uh-huh.
You guys have been doing it for me, so I'm like, okay. That's the best way.
Sure, you haven't touched your color.
Well, actually, I think I only touched my color once. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I might be forced to touch my color if it comes to my turn, but yeah.
Where is the micro expansion? Micro expansion. There it is. What do the dice faces mean? No expansion. We'll have to look it up.
My turn?
Yeah, because you just moved him up one more. Renewal die.
I'm going to move Till to his spot right here.
You gotta play a card.
And then I'm going to move we'll just move Pink down to there. And then I got to put a card there. Oh, and then I pick one other person.
To add a card.
Clint, go ahead. And then we have to resolve it.
Yep. Shuffle them up. So you don't know which one's which.
2 feathers, 1 scorpion.
There's one.
So Pink gets 2 victory points. Did you draw 2 cards when you sent pink there?
Oh no, I didn't.
You don't draw them yourself. It goes into the pile, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, he actually draws
Yeah. It's a reward from just sending one person there.
That's it. That's it for me.
Why is pink in it?
Back to me.
Pink what?
So,
Yeah, pink should be up to
yeah.
6. We'll go 1 to here. I'm gonna pick one other person to put a thing in here. Dustin, put a card in there, please.
Put a feather in there.
Draw 1 back up. Wait, I didn't draw 1 back up.
Ah, here we go.
Why
You
would
know what?
you
I forgot. I
draw
didn't
For,
draw
for
one.
when he
I didn't draw one up either.
did I?
I think you did.
Maybe I did. That's okay.
I mean, we'll find out when we watch the recording
Yeah,
again.
that's true. Yeah, if I lose, I'll just blame it on that.
You're right.
All right.
Seems legit.
1 feather. 2 feathers. So we're up to 3. My choice. Oh, wow.
Make it exciting, man.
We're going feathers.
Others.
And then 2 scorpions.
Oh, I could have.
So the feathers have it. So I got to flip a coin. For black. Loses a point.
Teal gets smited or
Teal
points.
gets smited or loses a point. He loses a point. He's and then well, purple. There's no flip. He just gets 2 points. 1, 2.
Yeah, so he's purple.
Just figured this out.
Well, that just clarified. That just,
Now my second action. Is I'm gonna move purple back into the city, which causes that to go up 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And lets me draw a card.
This is where he has to make his move now because, we're getting deep into the second age.
It's your turn. Let me see. Maybe that's in the box here. Oh, that symbol that's on the die now, the half moon, that means that a demi can move from the pools to the city without an action.
Oh, okay. So yellow can just go to the city without an action.
All right.
On somebody's turn,
So-
yeah. 1, okay.
Did that.
Yep.
I'm gonna do
Flip it over, play it in front of you.
influence. So
You can put another card in. Yep. Alright, so you're definitely green then. Okay.
and my second move. Put black in the city. Fuck it. Anything happen?
No, it's an empty spot.
Oh.
Alrighty, in.
Fuck.
Play a card.
I don't want Dustin to get the victory.
What?
So play that.
Okay.
Then we're gonna move red to here also
Okay.
for that.
All right.
So use orange.
You got to pick one player, and one of us, to add
So
an
pick
additional
me.
card.
No, I'm good. I'll pick that.
To do what?
Add an additional card,
But you
and
get
then
to
draw
draw
one
one.
back up
Add it to where?
over here.
So you get to add it to this pile, but you get to draw one.
Remember, Dustin's green.
Yeah.
Ian,
Yeah. You're orange.
grab those,
so
shuffle them up. All right. See what we got.
Feather.
One feather. Up to 3 feathers. Up to 5 feathers. There's Dustin's. All right. Orange, flip of a coin.
You're not wrong. That's funny.
Victory
You still
point
gained
for
a victory.
orange. Okay. You got to flip it again for green.
Oh, that was me. Right? Because I'm orange.
Only lose a point.
Lose a point. And then
And then
red
just-
just gets 2 victory points. And then pull red off there. Give me that card. And it's back to you.
Who's dad? We haven't figured out who dad is yet.
I'll move yellow back into the city. I guess the hag follows.
Yep. It's a free action, though.
Oh,
So that moves down by 1. You get to draw a card.
and I still have 2
He's
actions.
got 80 fucking cards.
That,
and
that
shit.
causes this to complete. When the card is discarded, the active player chooses 2 demis to portal to the city. So you can pick any 2 demis to come back to the city.
You know you want my man over there, right?
We'll put teal and pink.
So it's either teal or pink.
Okay. So you
One
still
of
have
the
your...
two, huh?
Oh, you got to roll that. You still have 2 actions. All right, that's going to be a flip of a coin. If it's feathers, it's a loss of a victory point, and if it's scorpions, it's death.
No.
For who?
Whatever guy moves through
From the pool?
pools into the city.
No, I don't have 2 actions left.
The symbol that was on here
Yeah.
means you could have moved. You moved him
No, but he
without
moved-
taking
he
an
moved
action.
Then I moved
people.
teal and pink into the city.
That was because of the city card.
Oh.
So you use 2
He
left.
still has 2 actions. Yeah.
We'll move blue into the city and red into the city. No, I can't. I gotta play a card, right? Or
Ideally, yeah.
Shit.
Oh wait, no, you drew a card from the city card, right?
Yeah,
So you don't have to.
that counts.
Yeah, it counts.
All right. That's it.
So it's back to me, eh? I'm gonna move purple into here.
Where did you put your 3D or
Yep, G follows.
your wooden pinball game?
It's over here. And put one of these down.
Clint's purple.
We know. Clint's purple, Dustin's green,
Am I?
and I'm orange.
Are you orange?
Which one am I? Who wants to guess?
It's probably teal, unfortunately.
No, I think pink.
We'll take guesses at the end of the game before we reveal.
Okay.
I can tell you right now, it ain't. Well, I ain't gonna tell you that.
And I was doing.
Pink's coming down here too.
I was doing good, and then I kind of got fucked.
Man, I'm fucking starving.
Okay. And no and.
How come everybody's got those cards but me?
You haven't taken anybody from the abyss into the pools.
Now it's a pretty bad idea to do that, because it's like you can die apparently on that die, on the queen foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could be smoten.
Yep.
I have to go in order, huh?
Yeah, you have to go in order. So you have to play a card. And then second action. Nothing. Okay.
Scared.
Ian?
ass.
I'll play my last card.
Want a card?
Or I'm going to play my last card.
Okay.
Yellow there.
Well, you
You have to choose 2 players to put a card in each.
Dustin and Dad.
Draw one. And then draw one.
shuffle them fuckers up.
Shuffle them up. And then reveal them one at a one.
I got a bunch of cards left.
I do too.
Means you
I
guys
see.
are gonna be doing some shit, huh?
Mm-hmm. Some shit. Well, actually, no,
We have
because
to-
the age is over. Oh, we have to vote.
Yeah, we'll still have the vote. But then we got one more age, and that's the last age. And
But
then we,
you guys get 5 more cards, and you're gonna have to figure out which ones you're gonna
unless
keep,
we
huh?
vote in,
Oh.
in the thing.
I'm going to vote down to 3 cards, and then that'll put me max cards for the next stage.
Yeah.
2 feathers. 3 feathers.
Ooh.
Feathers have it.
4 feathers.
Oh.
Your choice.
Ooh, a scorpion.
Draw
Two
2.
Scorpion. Scorpion.
So he's actively trying to get Scorpion. Scorpion.
Oh!
Flip the coin.
Scorpions have it.
All right. Purple gets a victory point. Put him up.
Oh, man.
Pink loses a victory point. Move them back.
Well, that's Dad. He's losing.
And then black and yellow both get 2 victory points. And Hadria loses a victory point because she was in a quest area.
That's right. That's how we make her drop down.
Yeah. And then that was the last quest that was completed. So
It's vote time.
it is vote time.
Why? I ran out of cards.
So you can't vote.
So you can't vote.
Does that mean I rest?
Well, it's the end of the age anyway.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. Which means I get this thing again, right?
It stays with you. All right. So the person to the left of the first player. So yeah, technically he can't vote. So it starts with you. Feathers, the demis in the abyss and the pools lose 2 points. That's nobody. Scorpions, demis in the city lose 2 victory points. And then a tie, everybody outside of the city and the pools and the thing lose 2.
And we only bet 1.
You can put as many cards as you want in. But you have to tell us how many you're putting in.
I'm putting in 3.
Putting in 3, huh?
Yeah, vote.
I'll put in 1. Just so I get my thing down. Are you putting in any?
Nope.
These are the 3?
No, these are mine. No, these are the 3.
All right.
Shuffle them.
Shuffle them.
All scorpions.
Okay. So that is in the city. Each lose 2. So teal is already hit. He moves back here. And red, yep.
So he
moves
might
back.
be red. So he's trying to get behind that person.
We need new. Well, this goes away. We're going to need a new city card. Initiation. The first vote in all quest regions must be played face up.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then the age card, Omnipotence. Cards used for god powers are instead added face down to this age vote pile. The vote pile is shuffled and revealed at the end of the age without a global vote.
Huh?
I've not used any of my god.
I've
Feathers.
used influence twice.
If the feathers win it, demis in the abyss gain 2 victory points. If the scorpions have it, demis in the city get 2 victory points. And if it's a tie, demis in the pool get 3 victory points. And now we need a new quest. You're still first player.
So it's
Oh yeah, we gotta get our 5 cards. Don't forget to draw your 5 cards. And then discard down to 8.
There's your 5 in. I have exactly El Ato.
I have exactly 8
Flavor
L802.
puts first.
He does. Replace. Boop.
Close the rift in the volcano.
Let's do Death from Above in the Desert. Turn over the Scouted Canyons.
Two victory points for white.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
And then first player has it.
That's you, douche.
Trying to get his 3
Dustin's
victory
green.
points. Yeah.
You have to pick one other player.
John,
Throw a card in.
Put a card in.
you get to draw one, so.
Yeah. Feathers, 3 victory points. Scorpions, nothing. For green.
Well, I already know which one this is going to be. Unless he wants to be kind.
Well, didn't the first one have to be play face up?
What's it say?
Discard remaining faith cards.
Okay.
So just
It just discarded it. And then it's a tie, technically, so you've got to flip the coin. 3 victory points for green. It's going to be, yep.
all right.
And then that adventure gets flipped over. And that was your first action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Ian? Oh, sorry. The first vote in all quest regions must be played face up. So this has to go face up.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because there's nothing bad for scorpions. There's no result for scorpions on that first one.
He has to flip a coin.
Yep.
You may get smoked.
Oh.
Does he have to put a card in?
He has to put a card in.
It gets faced up though, right?
No, because this is a adventure, not a quest.
So
Flip your coin. Let's see what your result is, because he might. Well, it gets resolved anyways. But
nothing.
nothing. Okay. So now you have to pick one other player to add a card.
Dustin.
Shuffle them up.
Resolve opposite side of the first slot.
Okay. So instead of resolving the scorpions, we resolve the. So you got to flip a coin for 1 or 2 victory points. 2 victory points to red.
Thank you for playing that.
I mean, I figured it just makes it go crazy. It's like, fuck
That's-
it.
that's
Might as
back.
well.
No, that was your first action. Was that your first action?
That was my first.
Okay.
I didn't. Did I? He picked me to add an extra card, right? I don't think I drew.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think I drew.
Here we go.
Because I did this.
We'll draw one then.
No, I'm saying like I have 3 cards.
Okay.
You know what? I forgot to draw that. I forgot to draw those 2 cards last turn. Can I go ahead and just get 2 more?
Last age, huh?
Well, you let him kick him.
It was literally my turn. Like,
No, it's halfway through his turn.
right after we just did something after he picked
Yeah,
me.
well, I just did something last turn, so I
Last
need to get
turn-
my
oh, yeah,
cards too.
yeah,
Can I
yeah.
get them?
You got plenty of cards.
Right? You have half a deck over there.
Yeah.
Sure you got 8 cards over there? You might have 18. Cheating ass motherfucker.
I'll move Clint into the city.
Move Clint into the city.
That comes onto there. She comes up there.
He really did some fall on that one, huh? Oh,
To you.
Put yellow on the bottom.
Need a
Well, no,
card?
you can't because of the symbol.
No, he can.
So not now.
There's no
that-
symbol down on the bottom one.
It's the other 2.
I know, but didn't you say you have to put the person on the symbol?
If there's
If
a
it has-
symbol,
yeah.
like
It
that
is.
has that. No. But that's for this Pete card here. This one's a different. These
yeah,
2.
you can put anything here. But just because he has a symbol doesn't mean he has to fill one of
Well,
these
when we
first.
did remember in
That was the
beginning?
color.
That was the
Oh,
color.
that was
color.
the color. Oh,
Yep.
I thought it worked with the symbols too.
Okay, I'm gonna influence
So you could put an owl guy like here.
and add
Yeah.
another fake card.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you influence, yeah, no cost.
We'll show you.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna. Move. Move green to the middle one of that card.
Of this card over here.
Yeah.
I need a card. It's going face up because it's the first card in the quest. Oh, you already have a face up. Okay. Back to me, huh?
Yeah, back to you.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Why are you trying to kill off my green, man?
Huh?
Why are you trying to kill off my green?
But I know it's you.
That's fucked up. I would never do a thing like that to you.
Sounds brilliant.
I was like, what the hell? You got skinnier?
That's what listen.
She's got a little bell with it. Something. Or he.
You have 80 million cards and you haven't got something to do. What, are you trying to figure out if you want to fill up one of these?
Yeah.
Just go one of each. Fuck it. Give blue and teal something to do.
Yeah, they're probably not anybody important, are they?
Because blue, you can do the line space. That one. Teal is moon owl. And, well, yeah, for red purple. Yeah, see, look at that. You can fit all three of them right there.
I think what I'm gonna do. Let's start shaking the tree a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Shake it.
I'm gonna use my god powers.
Oh, okay.
I'm using smite.
Oh, I forgot we could do that. How much does that cost, though?
Two.
Two?
Okay. I don't know how much.
I'm smiting pink.
So he just stays there.
He just stays there.
But doesn't what's her name go up one?
Yes.
Why are you helping me out, Clint?
Oh, you're pink?
I'm gonna
No.
shake the tree. Then we're gonna move. Teal. Oh well, what's that symbol? Let's see what symbols can go there.
All three of them are right
Teal
here.
is the
Teal.
owl.
Yeah,
Teal
so all
can-
three of them go right there.
Teal can go the owl. I gotta place a card
Face up, right?
face up.
And then you got to pick two other.
Well, no, that's when it gets resolved.
Oh. El Feathero.
And I'll play Influence for my Adria card to place another card immediately. It's going to be that one. Okay. Your turn.
When you smite, you can take a character off a quest card.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, she was with Teal.
well, she was in the city. So
Oh,
as
yeah,
soon as somebody
Teal.
moves out of the city, she follows whoever it is.
Oh, I thought she followed the same motherfucker.
No,
Oh,
she's easily distracted.
I see. Well, she's a woman, so.
All right. Put red in the middle one.
Put red in the middle one.
Is that red symbol? Yeah. Who's the Autobot symbol?
The Autobot. That's the blue,
That's Optimus Prime.
orange, and green. No, Optimus Prime.
That was one.
That's all I need to do, right?
Okay.
He
Alrighty,
didn't play
Ian.
a card, did he? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, you added a card in there.
All right. Move orange there.
Okay, you got to play a card. I think it's pretty safe to say nobody's blue or teal
Probably.
or orange. Somebody still might be black.
Well, I'm orange apparently. Dustin.
I'm black from the waist down.
Said nobody.
It says please note, and then right underneath it, it says not important.
We'll move blue here.
And you got to add a card to that one.
So I choose two people.
Yep.
We'll go Clint
Okay.
and Dustin.
And then I draw up one. Shuffle them up, including the. Well, I guess you could leave that one out because we already know what it is. Do you know what I am saying?
Well, what if there's a card in here that says like discard all other cards or something?
Then
And it-
Well, okay, shuffle. Yeah, shuffle it up. Yeah, good point.
I like that right there.
Yeah.
Alright. Feather.
Okay.
It's the same feather.
One for the good guys.
Two scorpions.
Ooh.
Active player chooses a player to add a fake card face up.
Okay. You can't choose yourself.
I know.
How do you know?
I'll choose Dad.
It says in the rules. You get to draw back up one though.
Do you have any skin in the game? Let's find out.
Scorpion.
Okay.
He's
So
red.
teal.
He's teal. All the way in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's playing the long game.
All the way to the end, huh?
Okay. Scorp's up by one.
it
Oh, same thing.
So someone could tie it if they have one feather. I'll choose you, Clint.
You'll choose me?
Yep.
We'll see if you have any skin in the game. That red can go down, man.
Why you went red down so bad? Are you red?
Why would I want...
To be below
So
that.
you be behind that bitch.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's red.
I thought it was green.
You're both.
No, I have a dual
You know-
color.
How many cards you got left to reveal?
None.
Oh, that was the last one.
Yeah, this is my hand.
tie, which just gives it a coin flip then, huh?
Right.
Just my hand.
But it's not a tie.
Yeah.
It's got to be. There weren't that many cards in that pile.
Is it? I don't think this is my hand.
I think it is.
'Cause I don't remember I saw some of those cards. I don't remember having those cards.
Did you mix those in with your hand?
No.
Well, then it has to be your hand.
Because my cards got shown, so I know it's your hand. That's the pile.
Discard remaining. Well, there's no left to discard.
Yep. Exactly.
So the black Scorpions win.
Yeah.
Right. So
So
teal
two.
gets 2 points.
All right, John's on the board.
Yay!
Red. I can't see what
Red goes back to.
Back to.
I
Yeah.
can't see what blue. So blue
Blue
gets 1.
is 1 victory point.
Hey, blue's on the board again.
And Hadria loses 1 because we completed a quest.
Oh!
Was that your second action?
Yeah.
All right. So
That
it's
moves
to you.
orange there.
That's right. So it's to you.
I still don't think I still don't think that's my hand though.
I mean, we already revealed the cards, though.
That's whatever.
Well, I'm playing 2 cards to smite. And I'm going to smite green.
What the fuck did green do?
Hadria goes up 1, and then green goes to the back of the line in his current. Yeah.
And then I still have 2 actions. No, that counts as an
That
action.
counts as an action.
Fuck.
You had one of them, like that a smite card or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. If you could play, if you had this, you could.
You could
play
pull it out. You could have.
Shit.
You did your order wrong. You could have did for your first move one of them out, grab the smite card, then use the smite card to do that. Or you would have moved out pink anyways.
For my second action,
Second trick.
I'll move blue over there.
You gotta put a card down.
Oh,
Oh, it's got to go face up, don't it?
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was this right
It
here?
was a 6. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Colors he's not blue.
That was my, that's all my actions?
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Nope, smoke time. Now it's getting down to the nitty gritty, ain't it, boys?
Have you used this at all?
Mm-mm. Not yet.
Gotta bring a color out of the dead. Clint, you got some fuzz or some shit right in your eyebrow. Outside. Yeah, you're right. It's like right in your eyebrow. You got it.
Thank you.
What is that?
That's the smite cards, I guess.
I'm gonna move purple. What color is he?
He's not that symbol. Those
Oh,
symbols
I
at
can't
all.
move him in there. Damn.
Orange
I can't move him off a card.
Oh,
I have to take 2 move actions.
can't you use one of your cards? You could always move one out, grab. Oh no, that's not even.
I'd have to move
That's not a portal on that.
teal. think I'm gonna have to move.
That's a clan. Then another smite.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Yeah, for your second trick? What's pink? Pink can move over onto that.
No, pink can only move up there
Oh, can't move
from
from
the
this side.
pools. Yeah. Unless I choose to portal, but I don't.
I mean, you could. Always put purple down here.
Yeah, I could.
Or you can just stop. You filled your obligation for a card. Right?
I did. But I kind of want to keep going.
You can always see what everyone else does. Oh, plus, has anyone used... Aren't those cards plus... Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Both me and John put our cards in there.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah. Man.
Did you get fucked a little bit?
No, I just... I'll go in here.
Right.
This will go down. I draw a card.
What's the die?
The die is a coin flip. Scorpions, he gets smoten, and good guys, he gets minus a victory point.
Good guys? What's the good guys?
He's smoten again. So, end of the line, she goes up. This gets re-rolled. Next person that goes through draws 2 cards
What? Through...
from the pools to the city. And... no. Done.
You sure about that? Or?
Yep. Not so easy, is it?
This is, yeah.
Pring green.
Up one.
Yeah.
Which one you want? Omniscience or Smite?
Hey, you got a cucumber?
No.
Give me... Smite. And then for my second move, move green into the city. So I get 2 cards.
You draw 2 cards, and then you get to roll that. It's a flip of a coin, but I can't see what it says. Oh, it's the same one I had a minute ago. The bad guys is a smite, and the good guys is a lose a victory point. So that's your 2 actions.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that. I was like, fuck, everything's out of place.
Out of range, yeah. Yep.
Well, we get
You
a
get to
card.
draw a card.
What's that mean? That next one, somebody gets smoked.
The next hero that goes in gets smoten.
Why you fucking?
What?
You got to put a card here.
What?
Why you picking on my green, man?
Don't worry about it.
I have to worry about it. You're actively trying to fuck with me.
Okay. That was his 2 actions.
Well, Teal can finish that group up.
That's why I put teal there. If you want to do that. And that person goes down.
When it's completed, yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Or you can get that portal card. So you don't have one yet.
Okay, I have to move this one up to here.
Yep. And you get your choice of card.
I'll take the portal.
Okay.
Huh? Okay. That's actually a pretty good card.
That's why
Why haven't you used that? You
I
could.
don't need to yet.
Fair enough.
This is the last hand though, or last game, right?
Last age, yeah.
So I might as well use my. All right. Can I use this portal card? Immediately?
Yeah. No, it goes out in front of you. Because remember, the person with the most corruption points loses 1 victory point.
I'll just send this one right over to here.
Okay. You
I
got
thought
to
you said that
still
was
got to
Clint.
put a card out.
I think it was one of them too.
Now you got to pick one other person to put a card in.
Go ahead, Ian.
You get to draw a card though.
Yep. Shuffle them up.
Feather. Feather. Active player chooses a player to add a fate card face up. Ian?
You get to draw. Feathers are up.
You get to draw again.
Yeah, you get to draw another card.
My choice, Feather. Resolve opposite side of the first slot.
Okay.
And Feather.
Okay. So nothing for black. 2 victory points for pink. Green loses a victory point. And yellow gets smoten.
So that goes here. They just
But then it goes back
But
down.
then it goes back down. And then that just...
stays right there.
Yeah.
I still got one action.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Move till to the second one down on that card over there.
Here?
Yeah.
You there's another spot right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the right symbol. Oh, it
It is.
was. Oh well.
Now you're done?
Yeah. And I'm out of fate cards.
So you get the rest then.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing we'll do is we will smite.
Uh-oh. Smite motherfuckers.
We're going to smite pink.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that or Clint? Now that he did that.
So pink.
Put red over, it doesn't matter. Put red on one of those over there. And then doesn't really matter, right? Because they're all the same.
I mean, well, and this one, what? It's a point flip for both of them?
Yeah.
And then,
Does-
yeah.
it's this, yeah.
yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter.
We'll just put that face down there, then. And then it doesn't really matter.
What is the voting thing again? For endgame?
That's just.
You have to use your god powers. Instead of paying them to the discard pile, you put them here face down. And then at the end of the voting thing, we just flip these over and see what the results are. All right, I'm done.
What's this 2 victory points for each thing?
Dems in the abyss, if it's feathers, get 2 victory points. Demis in the city, get 2 victory points if it's scorpions, and demis in the pools get 3 victory points if it's a tie.
And what's the die roll right now?
Coin flip, scorpion is smite, and feather is lose a victory point. Where are we going?
Let's put black over here. Oh, no, I can fit.
Put a card.
And then. Yeah.
Put a card. Then you have to pick one other person to put a card.
John's out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
And you can draw back up.
All right.
Scorpion. I mean, it doesn't. It literally doesn't matter. I don't think.
Isn't it all like
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
looking enticing? We'll go feather.
Okay.
All right, feather and scorpion. Let's go scorpion.
All right. So now you gotta flip the coin.
Flip the coin to flip the coin, huh?
We'll knock yellow out.
Feathers. All right. And so now flip the coin 3 times. So the first coin is the top row.
Scorpion.
So lose a point for both blue and red. And then coin flip for
Purple.
purple. Scorpion, lose a point for purple. And then move those 3 off of there. And then give me that quest. And then that was your second action, so it's on to Ian.
We'll move pink into the pool.
Which card do you want? Transfiguration or Omniscience?
Transfiguration.
There's no more cards, just Omniscience that's left. Okay. Second action?
Well, if there's a tie with these, out of curiosity.
It's coin flip.
Coin flip.
Oh. I don't know. That's a good question. Because you can't coin flip between like 3 people, right?
No. Because he used his portal, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
flipped up in front of
It-
him. It says the players with the most corruption symbols in front of them. So if it's a tie, then all players lose that victory point. Or not all players, but all players are tied.
Right. Have you used any of yours yet? So right now Clint's losing a point.
No. His is 3.
Oh, this is... Oh, fuck, then... Okay. I got some maneuverability going on here.
I'll use portal.
Okay. Who you portaling?
That's, any, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If I portal one of these two, would that follow?
Yes.
You know...
You gotta put a card?
So you're just ending it, huh?
Yeah.
Are you teal, huh? Or pink or whatever. No, you're yellow.
Alright, you gotta pick one person to play an additional card.
Dad.
Can't. He is out.
He's out.
Right.
Okay.
Anything but Dustin.
Why? What the fuck's that all about?
Shuffle them up.
My
It's
green's
just-
not even
it's just-
involved.
It's just natural rule.
My green's not even involved.
Teal's close enough to come.
What the fuck kind of... That's
Just
your
add-
dad's logic right
Just
there.
add a little yellow and...
Right.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see them. Those are just gets discarded.
2 scorpions.
Ooh, okay.
3 scorpions.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go 2 feathers.
Okay.
Make it interesting. Other 2
Oh,
feathers.
that's 4 feathers.
4 to 3.
5.
5 to 4. 6-4. Scorpions win. All right, so victory point for pink and orange.
Orange is down there.
Teal gets a coin flip.
It's
Smoted.
So he goes up.
So she goes up 1.
Which is about to go down. I heard the
Black gets a victory point. Now it goes back down 1.
That's it, right?
That's the end of the age. We do this. This is the vote. 4 cards.
No, that was what. Oh, that counts as votes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That was just me and you that had contributed
Yeah.
to this.
That sucks because I was going to contribute to my own.
So let's see how screwed up we made everything.
What's the
Feathers is teal would get 2 points. Scorpions is anybody in the city would get 2 points, and a tie is yellow would get 3 points. 1 scorpion. 2 scorpions. Active player chooses a player to add a fate card face up. Add a fate card. Active player chooses. Let's choose double feather.
make it interesting?
Yeah. Resolve the opposite side of the first slot. So, oh, so it's a tie. Well, it doesn't matter because it's a tie. So it would just be yellow gets 3 victory points.
So it's up to 9.
That resolves that. Now let's see the rest
Pink
of the
and yellow
order.
die.
So wait, so we go back to this, like.
Oh, I'm getting there. Set up the age.
It was right there. Right the fuck there.
Are you actually green?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
What's going on now?
Ending the game. They're
I'm
ending an
off.
age.
I lost.
You were blue, huh?
Yeah.
Were you?
You were actually blue?
Real? How?
Okay, so you want to guess at our
Yeah.
who we think
just
everybody
said-
is?
you just said
He said he was.
I'm not blue.
I think you're pink or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're pink.
Well, pink or whatever. I mean, that's
This.
okay. That is pink. Okay.
Right. You, I think you're yellow.
Does anybody else think I'm pink?
I think you're pink.
You think I'm pink, so you two pink. What color do you think I am?
I think you're yellow.
Red.
Red. I was going to say red, man.
I think I think you're yellow. What do you think Dustin is?
Green.
You
Well,
think he's
no,
green?
knowing that, I think you're pink now. Knowing that he's not pink.
All right, yellow, green, and pink.
Oh, well, I won the game officially, but I'm black.
Okay. Then you have to be pink.
I thought it was pink or yellow, one of the two.
What do you think he is?
I think he's yellow.
Yeah.
He's yellow.
Because
Okay.
I heard the grunt when you were like,
because
fuck.
You're
I was
pink. All right, so hold on.
When you played that stupid 2 thing and moved me up, that
We
was,
got to do the Hadria thing here.
That fucked you, huh?
Yeah.
It went from you winning to me winning.
it was right. It was
The
right
player
there.
who has the most renown in front of them, or not renown,
I got 3 on my portal.
Corruption or whatever.
right,
I have
corruption.
3. We're both tied.
So you both lose a point.
Oh. Oh.
So that actually might win.
Then Hadria kills everybody in front of her,
Oh shit. John pulls a win out of nowhere.
and he wins.
John pulls a win out of. Otherwise, I won this fucking thing.
You see how I fucking played everybody?
Play everybody. Shut up. It was a fun game.
Yeah, it was fun. Especially since I won.
How's that humble book going, huh?
Just like that pie he's eating.
right. There's
Do you? So one of the things that there's several different expansions that were added in here. One is Hadria, which they say you should always play with, which I agree because I think having to manage. You can't just try to get as many victory points as you can.
Right.
The other one is some of the cards in here, like the ones that are like that have the X or like this one. Those are all expansion cards. Do you think they added too much chaos into the revealing?
I don't think they added.
I liked it. It was just because you didn't know.
I didn't mind.
Okay.
I thought that was part of the normal game stuff.
Yeah, I had no idea it wasn't.
There's another expansion that I did not include that has 3 other minis that are gods, and they are on the quest spots, and they will either double the good rewards, double the bad rewards. Something like that. It increases the rewards you get or don't get.
Oh, gotcha.
And then you can move them around.
You didn't fucking play that stupid portal bullshit.
What?
Dustin thought he won. Giselle quit.
I did.
I'm black. I officially won.
Well, no, I didn't say I officially was. I was like, I won because I was like, okay, those two are ahead of me.
No,
They're
you said
dead.
officially. I'm the winner.
I didn't think he was gonna be pink.
Officially. Well,
I thought he was something else. That's why I played the portal. So if we tied, he would just go down.
Thank you. I'm glad you did that.
Well, I didn't know you were pink. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have done that.
yeah, I thought you were pink. I thought he was yellow.
I figured one. I thought.
So I did good. I tricked Allians.
Well, I mean, no one knew I was black, so.
I knew you were black, dude.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know.
You act black all the time. So how do you?
Actually, never mind. I did know you were pink.
Oh, you're stupid as fuck.